The second window in our model is the people window. And when leading people, you commit to centering relationships. There's this really great quote that we have in our publication that I hope you download and bookmark. It says, relationships are built at the speed of trust, and social change happens at the speeds of relationships. So how do we do that? We do that by disrupting interpersonal racism and experiences of exclusion and bias, by building trust across identities, navigating through friction and disagreement, and with conflict with care. In the publication, you'll find different practices under the 3 A's. And so we'll move through an example for each. The first one you'll see is distinguishing intent versus impact. So when we're in relationships with people and our coworkers, sometimes it's important, no, most times it's important to recognize when your intent is not aligned with your impact. And then moving forward, really work to distill and identify how your impact will be more reflective with your intent, right? And an intentional action under this is building trust. So devoting time and resources to building authentic relationships, working to build honesty and vulnerability through communication. One of the things that I'm challenging myself here is to be more vulnerable, because it really opens up the space for other people to be vulnerable and build that trust piece that's really central to centering relationships. And finally, restoring relationships. Creating and fostering an intentional spaces for meaningful conflict resolution with a focus on repairing harm and accountability. Again, this was just one example of one of the practices that we see in each of the A's. I can't remind you enough to download and bookmark to find other practices and work through our publication.